What's going on YouTube? Khallid AKA Smoove Flipper. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I want to go over 3 ways to prevent no-shows. Now, if you've been flipping phones for a while, you've met a lot of people in your area, you know that occasionally you're going to deal with some no-shows. And that's just when, you're supposed to meet somebody and they just don't show up, or, they tell you they're there and they're just playing games and all that. And it happens to me, it happens to everybody. And that's just part of the business. So I do have some strategies that I use to prevent or to, dumb down the number of no-shows, as far as I haven't had any for a while, just by going over these different, strategies and ways that I go about doing it. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing that I do and make sure that I do when, dealing with no-shows and stuff like that is I try to choose a location that is very close to me. I don't tend to drive too far. I try to get, those who have agreed to, meet with me to buy their phone. I try to meet as close as possible to my house. Luckily, there's a Starbucks like 5 minutes away, and I choose that just because they have Wi-Fi. It's easy. Everybody likes Starbucks. And if they don't show, I don't waste time driving 30 minutes to meet them. So try to pick a location that's close, that has Wi-Fi. Another option is McDonald's. If you have any donut shops around you, or just coffee shops that has Wi-Fi, then those are also some good options to use. But just, try not to drive so far. They keep in mind that they need the cash. And although you do need the phone as well, they should be able to drive, or for the most part, from my experience, they tend to drive to me. So don't, drive 30 minutes, have them come to you. The second thing that I do to prevent no-shows is I just communicate. I try to communicate and confirm with them before I even leave the house. So let's say today is Tuesday and we have a deal on Wednesday that we need to meet with them on Wednesday, but we close the deal on Tuesday. So we close it on Tuesday, and wait until Wednesday, maybe about an hour or 2 hours before the time we were supposed to be meeting, message them, say, hey, just want to confirm that we're still meeting at this time, at this location. Make sure you guys do that for every, every deal that you've closed, just because you want them to, first of all, understand that you are serious about it. And sometimes some people just forget, with the whole day going by, if you guys don't meet that same day, people forget, their priority or their, main focus isn't to sell you that phone unless they are just really, in need of cash. But it's up to you to communicate and confirm with them, confirm throughout the whole process before you meet up. Make sure that the location and time is right on both ends. Make sure that the phone and everything is all good to go. That's all up to you to communicate with them. You are offering that service, but we're trying to make money here, so we want to make sure everything is good to go before we even leave the house. So that's number 2, communicate with them and confirm. So the third best way to prevent no-shows is something that I've always been doing since I started phone flipping, and that's just having them message you when they're about 5 minutes away. This is good for me because I don't meet far. The Starbucks that I meet is just about 5 minutes away. So when they do give me that message and send me and say, hey, I'm 5 minutes away, or I'm about 10 minutes away, or whatever you want to do with them, whenever they send that message to me, I know I have to get up and go and meet them. A lot of no-shows usually don't, communicate like that. So if you are communicating with them, and you're kind of demanding them to say, hey, message me when you're about 5 minutes away. Confirm with me before I even leave. Even if the time is, let's say, 2 o'clock. At 1 p.m., you message them to confirm. They don't reply. It's past 2 o'clock. Then you didn't leave the house, but you could either get a message of them saying, hey, I'm here, or you can get no message and you just save yourself some time by not dealing with that no-show. So, these three tips that I use, that I'm giving you guys, is very important that you guys, put this into your business so you aren't dealing with no-show. Again, This isn't going to prevent them completely because it happens, you know, just part of the business, but it does help me with dealing with, you know, people that actually show up versus those who are just messing around. You do these three different tips, and you should, you know, dumb down those no-shows. So if you do enjoy this video, please drop a like. New to my channel, please subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.